Is it there? No, put it there now. Bolaji, please come and help Rotus. All right, mics are going up. Good morning, Lagos. Thanks a lot for staying tuned. It's Smooth 98.1 Smooth Breakfast here with myself, Ayo and Valentine. And it's time for Business Express 981 with Rotus.
Hey,
good morning, Rotus.
good morning.
And Rotus isn't alone. We have Wale from Sigma Pensions.
Good morning.
Good to have you, Wale.
Yeah.
All right, Lagos, we want you to get involved in the conversation this morning. For those who asked questions previously, as always, Rotus will try to answer before he commences. But if you'd like to send in your own contributions or questions, send to WhatsApp 0809 444 0981. That's 0809 444 0981. On Twitter, we're at Smooth981FM. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress981. And we're streaming live on YouTube, so please subscribe to our page and use the live chat option to send in your messages.
All right, thank you so much, Aya. So very quickly, the market returned to its negative ways. It was positive on Friday, but yesterday, 0.4% is where the market closed in the red zone. 27,808 points is where we closed. Won't dwell too much on that. On the matter of questions, Uyi sent in a question about escalating issues with his bank. It's very, very funny. As I was answering him, I was now going to put in my response to him on WhatsApp that he should tag the CBN on Twitter and tag the bank, maybe to try and increase
expedite it.
And just as I log into Twitter, the central bank just sent a tweet that we are not here on Twitter to address issues between you and your bank. I swear. I mean, right as I logged into Twitter, they just sent that tweet. So I retweeted it. So don't tweet the central bank and don't tag your bank. But you can send, and I responded to Uyi, but for anybody else that wants to escalate issues between their bank and the CBN, the website's www.cbn.gov.ng/contacts/complaints. And you can there's a form, you fill it out, include whatever evidence you have, and the CBN will take it from there. I think you can follow up. Wale, again, from Sigma Pensions, welcome to you one more time. Let's start with the MPC's probable decision. I put on Twitter that everyone's making a guess as to what could happen. What do you think the MPC is going to decide today as far as the benchmark rate is concerned?
Well, I think most people are leaning towards a cut.
Me too.
Maybe you get a 50 basis points cut.
Okay.
Because if you look at what's been, the central bank has been pretty much trying to sort of send out dovish signals in recent week that it's trying to support growth. It's trying to raise bank lending. It's reduced the amount that banks can earn interest on at the standing deposit window. It's also tried to force banks to lend by sort of coming up with a minimum loan to deposit ratio that they must adhere to. And so I think and also all the commentary from the central bank governor has generally been wants to sort of pivot towards a growth twist. I think the external environment allows us to have that option now because oil prices are stuck between $60-65,
right,
levels which are fairly comfortable. The budget is at 60. And then importantly is the US Federal Reserve is also talking about easing, and so we suggest limited pressures on the currency over the near to medium term.
Okay.
There's not much pressure on the central bank to sort of try and maintain a tight stance to sort of defend the currency. So I think that environment sort of affords us the luxury to think of lowering interest rates to be able to stimulate growth. How that's going to work is a different ballgame entirely. At least they can start having those ideas now.
Okay. Also, some folks also say they could hold as well. Is there a possibility that they'll hold rates where they are?
Well, it's also, I think between those two, I think I'll lean more maybe a hold, but overall, the sentiment you still get is that the central bank would likely be talking a lot about need to support growth. Sound quite dovish, I would say.
Okay, so it's leaning towards the rate. Anyway, I'm with you, Wale. I also think they might cut. So we'll find out at 2 p.m. today. Everybody will all be tuned in and we'll discuss what they do tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. So Ade from Lagos, Ade Lagos says CBN Consumer Complaint Department. He gives us an email address. Thank you very much, Ade. He says cpd@cbn.gov.ng. So that's the Consumer Complaints Department.
Yes.
cpd@cbn.gov.ng. And then Tokwe says, good morning, Rotus. Each time I use a different bank for my withdrawal, I am charged 65 naira per transaction.
Oh, boy.
I withdrew 100,000 last Friday and was debited 65,000 naira for each withdrawal.
No, 65 naira.
Right? Sorry, 65.
Hey, 65,000 naira.
I'm thinking in thousands.
You want to? You're a big girl. You see, Ayo is a big girl. That's how much Ayo withdraws every time she goes to the ATM. Talk about you get 3 free withdrawals, if you're using in your,
Report.
and the fourth one is when you get your. So Tokwa, you need to consider doing payments or maybe transfers, because it looks like you're visiting your ATM quite a lot. But
Or use his own bank.
or use your own bank's
Yeah.
ATM exactly when you want to make your withdrawal. So you get 3 free for the month, and then for the fourth one you get that's when you start getting hit with those fees.
All right, Benga Komu says, good morning. Nigeria has signed an agreement with Siemens to generate more electricity. Hope they're going to do something about distribution too. That has been the major problem of the sector.
We have to get Benga on this show.
Yeah,
Have you noticed?
I agree.
He's
I
always
totally
preempting the stories before we even get there. Oh yeah, Wale, what do you think about this deal between Benga? Thank you for that. What do you think about the deal between Nigeria and Siemens? I think President Buhari was tweeting. Well, I know he's not the one tweeting, but somebody on his handle was tweeting about it yesterday, and on Twitter, and he was explaining this deal that they've made with Siemens. How do you see it?
Sounds like a very good deal.
Yes, it always sounds nice when they announce it.
I think part of the issues they try to address is, number one, is how to solving the issues, because Siemens perhaps is built most of the gas pipelines we have today. Quite a number of the pipelines, quite a number of the power plants we have.
Right.
However, most of those power plants are not operational because they're due to stranded gas. They're not able to evacuate gas. So one of the things the deal would seek to do is how they can work around that issue. I think that there was mention about fixing some pipeline to ensure that at least most of those IPPs that are built, half of them, we have 13,000 megawatts potential capacity, or half of that capacity isn't available because of the gas issues. So I think the deal will seek to at least solve some of those issues. Second thing the deal also seeks to solve is things around wheeling capacity. So we have the transmission, our TCN, Transmission Company of Nigeria. You cannot wheel more than 5,000 megawatts. So again, you also have issues around the need to expand the capacity of TCN to be able to do more. I think the agreement also talks a bit about them making some investment in that area.
Yeah.
And then it also talks about the T word.
Yes, thank you, Wale. Tariffs.
So,
yeah.
I think if you listen to quite a number of things that happened before the former covenant sort of ended, there was talk about tariff increases.
Right.
When the World Bank wrote recovery plan for the power sector, tariff increases. I think at some point we'll also get that sort of come true. But there was important. There's also mention about the fact that discos need to invest more to be able to reduce their collection losses,
right?
So that it makes so that cash flows come right from the distribution and everybody gets happy along the way.
And the key to that, Wale, is meters. Is it not smart meters to make sure we're all so?
Yeah, so they also talked about also being involved in providing those assets to companies in distribution space willing to make those investments. So I think it's like, as I said, it sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, on paper, but to implement. And I think they say they're spending what, $3 billion a year for the next 5 years. So again, Benga, the key, and for everybody else listening, the key here we've talked about is time immemorial on this show. Tariffs have to go up because this is a private company that is coming to put money here, right? And which means we're paying more for electricity, and everybody has to get meters. So that's the story there.
All right. Okay, let's take some comments. We have a few that have come in. Stock markets show the macroeconomy. Why is nobody tracking what is happening in the Nigerian microeconomy, which I believe is on the upswing? So Abdul says that. And Abdul, two people have said this, and I just want you to clarify that, because he said Trump tweets, you believe it's Trump, and Buhari tweets, you say it's someone on his behalf.
Okay,
not fair.
I'm sorry. Maybe it is Buhari that's tweeting himself. Okay, I apologize. It could be. I don't want to argue anybody. Okay. So maybe, but we know Trump is tweeting because he says some really outrageous things.
For public personalities, what they say is that if I'm the one tweeting personally, I'll put my initials.
Right.
But you have handlers. It's normal.
Right.
Trump has handlers. Just for people to know that it's not a shade on the president or anything like that. People have handlers. It's normal. He's not going to. He has so many things on his head, on his hands to be tweeting.
So apologies. I'm sure perhaps yes, the president does tweet himself. Shall we move on to T-bills? Wale, more messages?
Yes, we have. But there's one particular one. I just want to. Someone yesterday had challenged the thought about not having dollar accounts for mutual funds, and he just wanted to clarify that. I don't know if you had anything to say about it. Okay,
no. What I said was that there are some companies here that offer dollar mutual funds. Yes. So your investment has to be in dollars. But as far as investing in Naira in mutual funds here in Nigeria, who now go overseas and invest in dollars, I haven't seen that. Wale, have you seen any such thing? Because they were asking yesterday if they can invest in mutual funds here that will now, and get into dollar equities overseas.
So I think most of the mutual funds we have here that deal with USD investments tend to be Eurobond based
Okay.
or USD based. So essentially, they're investing in Eurobonds of Nigerian banks,
Mm.
Nigerian sovereign.
Okay.
So,
But it's still in dollars that you don't have
Yeah,
to make that investment,
even
have you?
dollars.
Aha,
They have to
okay.
make those investments in dollars.
Okay, okay. All right, yeah.
Then Ugo says, Rotus, I don't think CBN has shown sincerity to resolve issues here by removing Twitter as a means for complaints. Twitter is a platform where companies don't like any bad rep, so resolutions are usually quicker when you complain via Twitter.
Ugo, you make a very good point, and that's possibly why they are saying they don't. Because that excellent point. I do agree with you. I do agree.
And then Darlington from our papa says Murphy and his kinsmen should consider closing the multiple forex windows.
Right.
No MPC policy will make any meaning until this FX window is merged into one. End of.
Thank you, Darlington. But Wale, any thoughts on Darlington's message about the multiple FX windows? I mean, it's still something people have talked. I think the Bureau de Change, they came out with some statement yesterday saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we've talked about it forever.
Several times.
All right, good point. Thank you, Darlington.
Right.
Okay, still more messages?
Just one more.
Okay, all right.
Oluzil wants to let you know that Pencom is working. As he says, headline, Pencom releases 107 billion to 313,368 disengaged contributors.
Okay, all right. So that's part of the whole deal. Thank you, Oluzil, where after 4 or 5 months, if you've been out of work, you get that 25% withdrawal. Okay, good stuff. Thank you for that headline as well, Olu. Okay, Ayo, how much time do we have?
You have 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes, really quickly. Wale, CBN says commercial banks can invest in treasury bills for now. I know there was some chatter as to the CBN saying that they're going to again restrict. This is part of the whole deal. We're trying to get the banks to lend more to you and I and everybody else. What are your thoughts here? Apparently they've come out to say no, we're not restricting banks from investing in T-bills. What's up with that?
Yeah, so technically yes, they're correct. They're not restricting banks. However, what they did last week Thursday was they did actually I think the sent last week was that they asked banks to actually supply the names of the underlying customers at their own open market operation. So I think is a bit of, so what they're saying is the banks can still buy in the secondary market. They can still buy treasury bills from their own book. Yeah. But I think at the central bank's open market operation, I think the central bank was trying to sort of limit the activities there. They're saying it's just for end clients as against
so if you're a bank coming to invest in, they say like, tell us the names of the people behind your customers who actually want to. I see. So again, this is with the whole loan deposit. You mentioned the loan deposit ratio and everything else. It seems that the CBN really is actively pushing banks towards lending more. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Ayo, how much time?
We have 2 minutes. I'm just smiling at Sean's comment. Sorry.
What did Sean say?
Says, so in regards to Twitter comments, so some people believe that the president, with all the things that we have put out on social media with no reasonable responses, is on Twitter by himself.
Sean, I didn't want to argue, so I just said, let me keep quiet.
And also, I see it almost like Father Christmas. Don't let them. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Sean, I didn't want to argue anybody. Okay. And thank you, Sean, for your message. Wale, this one is I checked on this. Although Guardian had this story out, a number of other, I think Punch also had it out, but I said let me check on Circular. I didn't see any Circular, but its headline is CBN plans to ban forex access for milk products, milk and other dairy products. I haven't seen a circular, but the papers are running with it. They've said it was a meeting. What are your thoughts? How authentic do you think this story is?
I won't be too surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, considering what we know about the central bank, they've been trying to reduce the dollar demand,
right?
Particularly for goods they feel Nigeria can produce. And so, I mean, I won't be too surprised if they try.
If it's actually true.
Yeah, exactly true.
Okay. But again, we haven't seen any circulars, but that's the headline that the papers are carrying. All right, and how much time do we have to dedicate to Desmond Elliot?
Just 20 seconds.
All right, Wale, what are your thoughts? Desmond, in line with banning milk, Desmond Elliot, lawmaker, former, is he still an actor? He's saying he's
still an actor, producer, director.
Yes, we should ban foreign films to help local.
That would be so difficult. I mean, practically, I'm not sure it's possible.
All right, to do that. Wale Okuriboye of Sigma Pensions, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate when you come on, and thank you all for your messages.
Yes,
as long as the headlines are, you guys are listeners, you're awesome. All right, so Ayo, that should do it for today.
So find Rotus at Rotan Quote, ROTANKWOT, and of course Wale is
Wale Smith. Yeah,
Wale Smith.
Yes.
And you can find that out on our Twitter page at
we've tweeted his handle on there. Yes, again.
All right, see you tomorrow, Rotus.
All right,
6:45. Good morning, Lagos.
Solid, we hit all our stories.